Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. I hope you are well today. All right, this is Tuesday, last day of April. Things are going to start accelerating. I think the energies are very potent right now. So if you see little raindrops on my top, it's because it was raining and I had to run outside and take care of my blind chicken and make sure she got in her weatherproof house. All right, so I'll be using the Rumi Oracle. I am going to use the Lover's Oracle, the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. I am going to use the Muse Tarot for the Divine Feminine. I'm going to use the Light Seers for the Divine Masculine. And then a little something different today. I'm going to use the Star Tarot. However, I am going to use the Major Arcana to see what energies each counterpart may be experiencing, or the major energies of the connection. And then I'll use the Minor Arcana to just pull some more detail as messages that we need to know about what's going on in our journey. Let's start with Rumi. Star Mother Arrakis. It's a 23 card, which is a 5. This is a general read. The energies can be flip-flopped, as we both have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. If you need a personal reading, I will schedule that for you, but reach out through my email at sacreduniontarot@yahoo.com. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Be the moon that has made her own summit. Okay, so we have his and her pronouns here. How much longer will you cuckoo like a pigeon? Sorry. All right, let me read that again. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Be the moon that has made her own summit. How much longer will you cuckoo like a pigeon? Empty your head of all mortal lusts and become life without breath. You will not call out for God anymore, for you have become immersed in God. This is a connection that's at a very, very high vibration. Lay down your old weapons, for new technology awaits you. It is the most significant of forces, that of divine alignment, of surrender to the Star Mother and her way of luminous potency. From her great vantage point, the vastness problems of our earthly mindsets are merely in need of a quick whipping by the tail of a comet. And this she easily achieves by flicking a strand of her hair or poking out her tongue. In the hands of a greater being, your deepest trials will succumb to divine victory. Your ability to take the journey will be strengthened, and your success only a matter of the passing of time. Can you give yourself this gift, this blessing of love, power, and protection of your star heritage? We all descend from the stars, but some of us are asked to remember, to acknowledge the divine parentage from which we come. Those are the light workers, FYI. And to allow the innate divine dignity within to restore us to faith in the path here on earth. This is about trusting the divine as spiritual guidance, as your co-creator, as your divine destiny. Your divine presence here is purposeful and needed. This is a connection at a very high vibration. So whether you're in union, whether you're talking, it does not matter. Both counterparts are like very powerful star beings or light workers, whether they know it or not. That was a caveat my guide said, express. Whether they know it, whether they know they're light workers or not, they are doing good works on the planet, and their light is being felt as part of the intensity of the divine. All right, so for the Divine Masculine, remember this can go either way. Just take it as it resonates. Don't force it to fit your story. Reprogramming your soul, release, raise, and reclaim. Now, we've seen that before, and it is definitely about reclaiming their sovereignty. For the, oh, remember your identity. We just read that in Rumi. Remember who you are. You can do it. Okay, so a couple of things here. This is a 5 card. This is a 23 card, which is a 5. So here, the Divine Masculine's energy is to reprogram your soul. And it's basically coming out of a karmic connection for this. For whoever I am picking up on right now, it's almost like they're coming, the Divine Masculine is coming out of some sort of karmic lesson. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but they are having to reclaim their soul sovereignty. They are having to step back into their soul self after being kind of immersed in their ego self and in their human aspect, meat suit self. And by reclaiming their soul, they're tapping into divine feminine energy, who is remembering her star soul identity, her divinity, and really knowing that she is part of the divine spark. And that divine spark has ignited, and now it is producing light. And I'm seeing sparklers kind of coming together. You know how we used to do the sparklers? And in order to light, you'd light one and then you'd light all the rest of them with that one. And there was just nothing but sparks. That is the image that the divine feminine energy is giving me right now. All right, let's, bottom of the deck, open your heart, set loving boundaries. This is about the connection. All right, let's pull from the major arcana. I did pre-shuffle, so I just want to find out the major energies. I feel like the masculine is going through some changes, and the divine feminine is on her path. So the Tower in the reverse for the divine masculine. This is the reconstruction of their energy, the reconstruction of their life. It's already come crumbling down. And now they're liberated. They're reclaiming their soul sovereignty. For the divine feminine, remember we've been talking about being heart-centered. Need to come from the heart, not from the ego, not from the past. Remember, what is done, and this is about the divine masculine rebuilding his kingdom, and the divine feminine just glowing from her divine feminine intuition. The Emperor. And look at this card. You have the, like in the Chariot, the light horse, the dark horse. You have the sun and the moon and the star right there. I don't know if you can see. Should have shut the blinds. A little bit of thunder going on right now. I feel like the divine feminine is definitely in taking charge, taking command of her energy, not gender, life. And I think with the divine masculine, they're just kind of rebuilding, restructuring, stepping into their sovereignty. Okay, here's the 11 card, Justice. This is balance. I'll put that here. 11 could be a twin flame number. All right, so let's take a look at the Tower is definitely Mars. We just had Mars conjunct Neptune yesterday, but this is transformation. This is, deconstruction and then reconstruction. And then the Emperor is Aries, more Mars energy. This is, I think the divine feminine has already established structure, and she's in perfect balance. there's something awareness of the shadow side. The shadow work has been done so that there is balance. That's why she is at such a high frequency. So we have a lot of Mars energy. I consider the Tower card to be Plutonian, but anyway. And then the Justice card, that's Libra, that's clarity, that's truth, that's balance. So you may be dealing with an Aries fire sign, you may be dealing with an air sign. Possibly a water sign. Bottom of that deck. The star. I was just looking. The star is Saturnian energy. That's Aquarius. This is all about hope and healing. This is about this is the what happens after the Tower. The Tower is the 16 card. The Star is the 17 card. This is the rebuilding through that truth, with that justice. This is rebuilding with this balance, with this clarity, with this knowing of the soul self and possibly the soul mission. All right, let's pull from the Light Seers Tarot for the Divine Masculine. I see the Ace of Pentacles, definitely rebuilding in the tangible 3D world. All right, let's see what goes through. Oh my. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords. I'll show you these cards in a second. 8 of Swords. Oh my. Oh, they're really kind of stuck in their head. Queen of Wands. All right. Let's take the swords first. You have the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. This is like this anguish. Whatever you're seeing on the outside is not what's going on the inside. They are really struggling. They are really trying to figure out what is the next best move for me, and how they're like really stuck in the negative feedback loop. This is a really painful experience because you have the 2 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, which is 10 of Swords on flanking that 3 of Swords. They're whatever they're showing on the outside, whatever you're seeing on their social media is a facade. Whatever you're hearing is a facade. They are internally struggling with this Tower. This Queen of Wands is kind of like I really feel like that's connected to the Divine Feminine. Like they're envious. I feel like they're envious because she's got it all together and she's just manifesting a beautiful life for herself. And they're watching that and it just makes them crumble. I'm sorry, that's just what I'm getting off of that reading. Let's see what else. Oh my. And I mean, it's not just one scar on the heart. Look at that. I mean, there are two deep wounds here. And see the anguish. And the anguish here. There's something about the blindfolds. Both of these are blindfolded. Lots of crows, and this is the incessant talking. This is really negative self-talk, or they're hearing negative talk. This is just sad. So whoever this Divine Masculine is, they are really trying to hold it together, and they're like in this internal anguish, but externally they're trying to pull things off like, I got this, it's no big deal. But inside they're hurt. They're hurt. And it is absolutely, I want to say transformative, but I don't know that they've gotten, I mean, it's like they've lost everything and they just haven't even started the rebuild. This is definitely dark night of the soul, that monkey mind, trying to fit the pieces together. It's just, to me, yeah, there's the Eight of Cups. Kind of expected that card to come out because they're going to have to walk away from that in order and really start to get into their soul self in order to overcome this. They're going to have to leave whatever it is behind and just, you know, it's just done and there's nothing they can do about fixing it. And I feel like they're still trying to come up with a way of how do I fix this and get back to where I was. And I don't think that that's happening. I think this is the point where they lingered so long in a toxic situation or a negative situation or a situation where they were stagnant and their soul self they were so consumed in the 3D and the ego, and all of that has had to be swept away because they wouldn't move. This is very stubborn energy. So you may be dealing with a Taurus, you could be dealing with a Leo, but I'm really getting this absolute stubborn. They dug in their heels and they stayed there for years, long beyond the expiry date of whatever situation they were in. So this is the universe telling them, you know, that the universe came in and the storm came and swept it all away. So now they are left with the ruins and they're still contemplating, how do I rebuild from this mess? There's the Ten of Swords. I told you. We had the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, that there was Ten of Swords energy here. But look at this now. This is, the birds are flying away. They're no longer screeching at them. The blindfold is off. A new day is dawning. And look at the similarity in these cards. They are walking away. And this is their emotional self. They're moving on. They're having to move on. All right, anything else on the Divine Masculine side? And here's this little cup here. This little cup of warmth wasn't warm enough, so walking toward the sun. You know, walking toward the sun to find more warmth. Knight of Wands. There's the Chariot. Told you that energy was coming out, and there's the Moon. Okay. Chariot being Cancerian energy. This is about a new direction. That definitely know that they have to move in a new direction. And you see the horse here. You've got the two horses here. I told you that we had Chariot energy with the two different decks. Then the Moon. Look. The black wolf, the white wolf, the black horse, the white horse. This is kind of like they're underwater in their emotions. That's definitely apparent. But remember the words that Rumi said. The king will need to rebuild his castle, and something about the moon with the divine feminine energy. But look at this, the emotional component being so underwater. So, you know, just not even swimming to save themselves at this point. Moon being Piscean energy. It's all about fear, intuition, divine feminine energy. It's almost like they see the divine feminine there, and they want to call out, but they're so underwater. Here we have the Four of Wands in this deck with the Knight of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, it feels like they really admire the passion. It's almost like they've lost their passion, but they admire the passion of the divine feminine energy in the feminine counterpart. All right, bottom of the deck, there is that King of Cups. This is the Stoic. This is, you know, emotionally balanced, but the King of Cups is like not going to wear his heart on his sleeve. So, you know, this masculine, as much as he would love to be able to share his pain with the divine feminine and get some soul support, he's just going to come off as being like, oh yeah, you know, it's no biggie, I got this. And, you know, but underneath, this is a disaster. Look, there's that Ace of Wands, and there's the Six of Cups, Five of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah. They need somebody to light their pilot light, is what I'm getting out of this. And they're just fighting themselves. They're just fighting themselves. You got the King of Wands, the King of Cups. There is a deep passion here that they want to express, but they can't. They need to feel like somebody is igniting them again. They need like an ignition check. Okay, let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminine. Oh, this stayed on the bottom of the deck when I picked it up, the Five of Cups. There is a melancholy. It's just kind of that energy of, I'm just giving up. They want to be able to pour their emotions out and just be able to purge it, but it's like they don't know who to talk to. They may not have anybody they can talk to about this. I kind of feel sad. So they're just kind of winging it on their own, and I feel like it's very lonely for them. Especially since they don't feel that they can make themselves vulnerable. Let's see what's going on in Divine Feminine. I think the Divine Feminine is feeling this energy with that Emperor card. I think she kind of is feeling, you are probably, if this is your reading, you are having dreams about your Divine Masculine, and you're having conversation in the dream state because they're reaching out telepathically. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Look at how the Divine Feminine energy is just... Okay, I want to show you these two cards. This is the Divine Masculine, this Five of Wands. Look at that masculine energy, just kind of wrestling with themselves, reaching for the light, reaching for the warmth, but just being in constant conflict, trying so hard to figure out what to do, how to reach out. I really feel like they really want to have a conversation. We've seen that in the readings. But this particular masculine energy is just not going to, doesn't want the Divine Feminine to know the turmoil they're in emotionally, in their, in their thoughts. But look at this as compared to this. Look at that Divine Feminine. She's just like, I got this. I'm not in any kind of conflict. I'm finding comfort. I'm comfortable where I am. I'm comfortable with my divine destiny. I've embraced my soul self. I'm manifesting. I'm doing good work. I'm using my light to bring more light into the world, to help others find their soul self. And there's the Star card. And I was just about to say, and what is not being said between these two souls is the Divine Feminine is, I would be happy to help you. I would be happy to help you. More Aquarian energy. Ooh, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's no communication here. There's no action coming in the direction of the Divine Feminine. She's not reaching out. He's not reaching out. Why? Page of materials. Oh. There's something about manifesting. Look at this card. She thinks of the rose and manifests. It manifests in the 3D. She's kind of caught up in the manifesting, and, she's enjoying all of the attributes of her life that she's built from this higher energy. There's the Justice card. We're definitely getting some okay, so if you look at this card, the feminine is here on the path. And she is this new version of herself. And she's happy with that. The divine masculine is not on his path. He hasn't started that path yet, as far as the awareness, the cognitive awareness of, yeah, I'm a twin flame. I'm, on this divine path, and oh, I'm this powerful soul manifester and, divine spark creator, that kind of stuff. That's just not in there. 9 of inspiration. That's the 9 of wands. Five of Pentacles. All right, so here's what I'm getting from this energy, this divine feminine. See, the path is behind her. I don't know if you can see. And she is walking that path in her elegance and glamour and her confidence. Because when she was left by this divine masculine, she just put her life back together. There was an energy of, if it is to be, it's up to me. And she just took off on her own and did her own thing. 9 of voices, 9 of swords. I feel like in this energy, she just quieted the mind. We have the 9 of swords. She was just at the end of, she kind of closed the energy off to the twin flame connection, to the counterpart, and just started manifesting her own life. Part of that is that she did not feel like this was ever going to happen, and that the divine masculine was caught so much up in his ego that he was never going to, oh yeah, here's the Knight of Emotions. She kind of waited for an apology or him to reach out. And when that didn't happen, she just said, okay, you know what? I'm strong enough. I'm going to do this on my own. Bottom of the deck, 2 of swords. But look, there's no blocking here in this 2 of swords. She started walking through her own door. She walked through it alone. And I mean, it's just basically she walked through this fire and built her life on her own without a lot of support from anybody. All right, let's pull from the, oh, this card stayed on the table. 7 of Cups. Okay, look at this card, the 3 of Cups here. Those cups are bright and lit. The 4 of Cups here, they kind of have this ethereal thing coming out of them, but they're all combining together. But then you have these 3 on top. So it feels like, I don't even know how I'm explaining this, but there was like there was an overt, what's the word I'm looking for? So in the 3D, what you saw was a disinterest. Kind of like a, just not really focusing. But look at the stars. See, these are triangles. This one's upside down. And then these are 3 stars, and they're at the top. And that is after the healing. It's kind of like that union energy, that being in that unity consciousness, being connected again. But there was an overt non-interest, a melancholy, like I'm not even going to give it any energy. There's the Prince of Wands. That would be the Knight of Wands. There's Leo energy there. Ace of Cups. Got a lot of white doves. Let me pull a few more. Six of Wands. Let me know what sunflowers. What is the significance of sunflowers? And the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like for the Divine Feminine, in a part of the connection, there is this manifesting energy. This is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody just really definitely focused on the task at hand, which is manifesting a beautiful life. And then you have the Six of Wands. This is just kind of like, it's almost on show. It's like there's a energy of the Divine Feminine in this connection, even manifesting now, maybe so to set an example for others. Excuse me. And for the Divine Masculine, I feel like this Four of Pentacles is they don't want to walk through this. My music just absolutely stopped. They don't want to, there's some fear, there's something holding them back from walking through that new opening where there is a new beginning. Look at that rainbow and that Ace of Cups. There's something holding them back. It's some sort of fear-based energy, some resistance. What is it? Four of Swords. Yeah, they still haven't had time to kind of heal from all this, so they're still reeling with all those swords. Five of Wands. Again, more conflict. And look at that volcano behind. It's like they're still going through this eruption, this devastation. What's here? Nine of Cups. They're not here yet. I mean, they are still trying to rebuild, and there's a trying to fathom what's gone on. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. So I feel like for this divine couple, that I think the Divine Feminine is picking up on the energy of what's going on with the Divine Masculine, but she's not letting it, she's not succumbing to it. She's like, if you want to talk, I'm here, but I'm not going to reach out, because if you're not reaching out to me, you're not ready to talk. And the Divine Masculine doesn't want to reach out because he's picking up the pieces from a major wiping the slate clean, and it's kind of like the karma for lingering too long after he was given nudge after nudge after nudge to move on, and just dug their heels in, and I'm not going to do that. And so the universe is like, I'm sending a storm to clear the path, because you have something else that you need to be focusing on as far as your soul work. I feel like this Divine Masculine is a very powerful soul and has good work to do, but they were so focused on the making money, the working, the driving the ego. They were very ego driven. Nice toys, nice things, nice house, and all of that is gone. I mean, I see it like a tornado has gone through. We kept seeing that storm in the last couple of readings. The storm was coming, and it was like a big tornado, and man, it just wiped the life down to the foundation. And so they got caught up in a lot of negative feedback loop. But this was necessary. It wouldn't happen any other way in this case. Where this Divine Masculine is, I will be happy to reach out. I will be happy to help. But you have to show me you want, some support and guidance from the soul perspective. I'm not seeing any ego here again. So I think the ego has been deflated quite a bit. But I feel like the divine feminine just, I mean, it feels like this divine masculine really kind of did the divine feminine dirty. And she was just like, you know, if it is to be, it's up to me. I'm going to just do this on my own. And so she just totally shut it down, walked away, and manifested a beautiful life. So it's really hard for her to say, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to open the door and, you know, give assistance to this divine masculine, because, you know, he never apologized. But she does know her divinity and her role and what she needs to do as being a divine being. So, yeah. All right. Let's pull from the Lover's Oracle. I haven't done that yet. These will be messages from your guides or from your counterpart. All right, the white dove just came up on the top. We have quite a few of them here. Just, let's see, there's one there. There's one there. So let's take this card. A new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Remember, the divine masculine wanted some sort of ignition. Like their pilot light is out and they need a restart, a reset. You know, kind of like jumper cables, but with a light. All right. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. Definitely feels like that's the divine masculine. Feels like he has no power here. And now he just has to surrender and accept. I'm not going to take all those. But I better leave that one there. I know this is a long reading. I only counts like almost 40 minutes. But that's okay. I haven't done a long reading for the twins for a while. This is kind of a messed up. There, we're going to pull this one. Surrender. What did I just say? At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. All right, let's pull for the divine feminine. Divine feminine is in alignment, and she is doing her soul work. She's on mission, and she is remembering her divinity, her, you know, that divine spark. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it some time. I feel like she's trying too hard to manifest and kind of close the door on the divine masculine. So she's like, I'm gonna keep my focus on me and not worry about what's going on, because she does feel this energy. She feels the collapse. But that's what it took for the divine masculine to go into surrender so he can go through his awakening. All right, let's pull these. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out. Now, quite a few of them fell on the floor. I'm not going to take them all, but I am going to take the one that was upturned like this. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Definitely. So, I don't think the divine feminine is happy that the divine masculine is going through this, but I think that she does not feel compassion. So maybe that's something we need to work on. All right. That's what I have for you today. I hope it helps. Please leave me a comment and let me know what's going on in your journey. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel or liking this video to help me out, I would be most grateful. All right, friends. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until next time, namaste.